Welcome back on Dynamod. Today I want to propose you a video about... It has been quite a lot of time since I started with the project about the Morghast and never ended. I yet brought, and it was one of my first videos, the one about magnetizing the hands here, so that we can interchange weapons and so on, and about the part about magnetizing the basin. But I never done about the part about the breast, because we had two different options, and about the head itself, because it was a bit problematic, but it can be done. You can simply drill a part here so that you can put a magnet, or inside the head we see there is a bit of space that you could put the magnet inside, and we can try so that you can simply put and make that it fit, so it's not a problem at all. But it's something that we had to test. About the magnet that you can use for these pieces, technically you have a lot of options, because here it's a 2 for 1mm one that it's perfect to go inside here, so you can put like this. But the problem that you have, it's about the breast itself, so you have to remove this little piece here and then drill. I suggest maybe to put a 3mm one for 2mm one at least, so even if the one here it's not too much as strength in magnetizing, you have the other one that it keep it in position, because it's simply hard to take this like this, because you can decide eventually to glue this on the head, because if you don't want to magnetize it's too difficult, so it's not a problem. But the one that make really the change between the Harbinger and the Archai, it's about the breast. So simply you can interchange these ones and use as you want. Obviously, if you want to make that, you can pass from one to the other ones and so on, and maybe using both the type of unit so that you have the differentiation. So now we can start with the magnetizing. The first step to be to deepen this hole that it's inside here, so that it can allow and locate this magnet without any problem. Remember to memorize and sign the versus of the magnets, so that you can interchange them and be without any problem, even if you change the models on. Eventually you can try to enlarge this hole, so to put maybe a 3 for 1mm one, but you have to pay attention not to ruin the contour around. So here it's a bit problematic. I suggest use a smaller magnet here and a bigger magnet here, so that you can use without any problem this part. And really, it's up to you to decide, but I think that it's safer. And so here the effect, as you can see, I can take off, change with the other one without any problem, and it's perfect, and it's in some way hidden, so it's not seeable under here, not a problem at all. So quite nice in my opinion. Now I have to do only for all the others that I need, so simple one, and as you can see it's quite simple. As you can see, if we open the head, as it should be before closing, we have these holes that are available, so we can try to enlarge these holes and put a magnet, a 3 for 2mm one, and so that have a magnet to use then to put this, maybe making a drill inside, and put another one, maybe a 3.1 or so on. I have to verify, and so to make this so that I can create a magnetization inside the head. At the end, I decided to use so a 3 for 2mm one inside the head and a 2 for 1mm one that I drilled inside the helmet. And here we can see the effect of magnetizing the head, so voila! Quite simple and nice. Morghast! Vestizione! Morghast! And so here we can see the second step about the Morghast. So here we can see the complete monetization eventually that we can gain. We have tons of things that remain that it's up to you to decide if you want to utilize or not. For example, what remain about the halberds we could use for other things. For example, we could bend and make these a sort of bow or so on. So here we can have quite a lot of fun about the weaponry. We can find that we have, yes, the halberd. Remember that I modified one, but eventually we have also the swords that we can put. So here, based on what we need and monetizing, we can change the part about the weaponry and the type of model, because we can move to have this, that it's the one that it's a Morghast Archai, removing these eventually and these parts, so we can simply change the parts, and from the Morghast Archai coming to be a Morghast Harbingers. So we have only to put like this, so we can put with the halberd, or removing this using the weaponry, and so having the swords. So as you can see, we can really personalize a lot how we want to put this on the battlefield. Eventually I monetize also the part about here for the bases, so that I can change eventually to, so I can use these for both the Age of Sigmar and the old world eventually, or we can do as I done for this option, so a flaming one. And so I use this that it's based on the way that I use for the Mordant Earth that I made a video about, so that I can have a quite interesting aspect of a flaming one. Obviously you can change also the way that you paint, so you can have different flames or so on. It's up to you, but I think that it could be really quite intriguing eventually as option. So here it's up to you decide how and what you want to have, because have different options and are quite available, because we can move of different ways to gain quite a lot of potential from such models that I love really. And you can also change other things. Obviously if you don't want to use at all the halberd, you can position the arms here as you want, so change completely the position and so on, and really have quite a lot of fun. This it's totally up to you based on what you want and what you can gain, but I love because these are these amazing models, amazing simply, and I suggest you to have at least a couple of them. I love, they are expensive maybe, but nice. This, so it's the second video that I made about this. I leave you in the description the first one that it was about monetizing the bases and the part about the weaponry for the wrist. So it's up to you decide if you want also to ask me about the third, because eventually I could create, for example, shield, a bow, other weaponry, because it's quite simple. It's up to you decide, because it's really quite funny. And being able to monetize it open you a lot of different options that can exist or not exist, but you can personalize the models in a lot of different ways and still having the models available. Simply quite amazing. So from that mode it's everything. I invite you to subscribe to the channel, to ring the bell so to receive notification about new video, to comment under here about this video, or if you want to suggest me new videos. So I hope to see you again to the next time.